Hello and welcome to another HIA video tutorial. This tutorial is going to cover how to utilize the maintenance page and uh, its usefulness when it comes to troubleshooting your system or just flushing it, maintaining it, whatever you need to do. You'll find yourself using this when you first set up the system. You also find yourself using this when you're or potentially using this when you're like in between grows and just kind of doing the general maintenance that you want to do between grows. So it's important to note so you're going to go to system and maintenance. And what this does really is the system's not going to auto run at this point because it's pretty much in a very manual state. We've already covered kind of in uh, the pre-auto commission tutorial what this does up here. And if you have 6 banks enabled, you'll see all 6 banks here. We've covered what auto commissioning does in a previous tutorial. Um, these are hooks where you can turn things on very manually. So like I can turn just my pump on if I want. I can open just my feed valve. Um, I can open uh, mix valves. Well, you'll have to look at the documentation and see which valve is assigned to what. So, but this one actually says feed, mix, um, and then and this is mix too. And basically it kind of lists it here for you. So you have feed valve, you have mix if it's one tank, you have mix if it's or mix tank one, mix tank two, suction tank one, suction tank two. So this is if you have dual tank, it kind of lists this all out. Also, it shows you the location, the actual location of where the valve is plugged in right here, which is useful. If you look at the bottom of the main box, you'll see that this V1, V2, V3, V4, and V5 is actually shown at the connector itself, which is handy. It's also important to note you can turn all these on, and then if you left the page and you come back in, you'll see that it automatically turned everything off for you. So you should really just do it yourself to make sure as added insurance, but the system will turn it off for you if you leave the page. Um, these are your inputs essentially. So this is how you can see if you have this is a switch one. This is like a low float switch if you have a float switch installed. This is your upper float switch if you have it installed. So uh, um, and then you have a remote shutdown. So if our system you can use kind of like an alarm plug module that you would normally use to turn on a lamp or something, and with a cell phone charger and just a regular standard USB A to B style cord, plug it in and out of band shut down your system from your alarm system, which is useful if you know something's wrong and you're out of the building. And we did that on purpose so that you can when a system's in question, when a control system's in question, you really shouldn't depend on it to shut itself down. This is an out of band way to shut it down, and it does hardware shut it down as well, so it prevents anything from actually coming on, like the pump or the valves. Um, this is low switch if you have a dual tank mode, tank two, upper switch tank two, and then this is an auxiliary input here, and this is a15, which is, and you'll see all these actually are labeled that correspond to the labels on the bottom of your box, which is handy. So this is more of like troubleshooting what's going on. Is it working? Maybe you want to like move your float switch and make sure that these LEDs come on and off accordingly. So that's that's pretty much it for the maintenance page. I apologize. This simulator ran out here, but that's it. So long for now. Take care.